Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout, three 3-minute rounds in the kickdown featherweight men's mixed martial arts division. Fighting out of the blue corner, from right here in Denver, Colorado, he enters the kickdown ring, 28 years of age. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in at 145 1/2 pounds. Tonight, he makes his kickdown and mixed martial arts fight debut representing Auggie Lopez, Art of War. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mark Ground Niiro.
Hi, I'm Mark Niiro, fighting out of Art of War, Denver, Colorado. Just want to say thanks to my family and friends for coming out. Thanks for all the trainers and training partners at Art of War. Put on a good show for you guys.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner. From Aurora, Colorado, he enters the kickdown ring, 25 years of age. Standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, he weighed in at 148 pounds. He's a kickdown veteran representing innovative martial arts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Prophet, Joshua Gillespie.
Josh Gillespie, fighting out of Innovative Martial Arts. I'd like to thank Tom Johnson and everyone that helped me prepare for this fight.
Third bout of the evening right here in the Mile High City of Denver, Colorado. Mark Niiro making his kickdown and mixed martial arts fight debut. He'll take on Joshua Gillespie. This in the featherweight division should be a good one, JR.
Both these guys represented really well-known and established camps here, Steve. Neither one of the trainers or training partners of these guys are going to let them come into the ring unprepared. We talk a lot about debut fighters. These guys want to make a name for themselves here. Niiro slips right off the bat. Gillespie there to take advantage of it, but back to their feet. Niiro pounding away, and Gillespie with the upper hand now getting the takedown.
Josh Gillespie wants to fight this fight from the ground. I know Niiro is going to want to strike, and he's throwing everything he can right now, is Mark Niiro.
A lot of action off of his back from Niiro, but not really affecting a whole lot. Got a couple of punches in there. Might soften up Gillespie for later on, but Gillespie going to look to posture up here, try to rain down some more blows.
Joshua Gillespie fought a very, very tough fight in his opener, and he is experienced, although he's looking for his first victory, and you know what that's like, JR, having been in there yourself. And now Gillespie showing some ground.
Yeah, good job by Niiro going for the armbar, but Gillespie with the nice escape. Back to the action. This is where we said Niiro wants it, and he's lighting him up with some punches, Steve. Good hand combinations here, not going to any kicks, but he's got him backed into the corner. I think he's going to stick with what's working for him here. Yeah, he's just pushing him away, throwing some good tie knees now. Good action here out of Niiro. Gillespie looking a little bit lost on the feet. He's just covering up, trying to survive. Able to trap a leg and just pulls him down to the ground, Steve.
So Joshua Gillespie pulls guard. He's most comfortable on the ground. He's got a cut over his eye. We can't tell what the damage is, but Niiro very, very anxious in this fight and kind of pressing the action. And I look out into the audience and many of the women wincing to see the blood coming from the nose of Joshua Gillespie, but I believe he's just fine, and he's very patient working from his back. And now Niiro wants him to get up, but I don't know if he should do that, JR.
Yeah, Niiro just really able to light him up last time they had a standing exchange, and he's obviously going to look for more of the same. He's just trying to hold Gillespie back here because he has such a distinct advantage in the stand-up game. Gillespie, no secret where he wants this, Steve. He's going to try to trap another kick and go for the takedown. Gillespie needs to be a little more aggressive and pressing forward, try to get Niiro against the ropes where he can set up a takedown a little more effective.
JR, I think he's having a problem gauging distance, and I think he's very, very tense. And that's why you're seeing the delivery of the leg kicks by Mark Niiro, who's doing a fine job being patient and working with what is given him.
You know, really good job by Niiro being smart in his game plan here. He saw what was happening on the ground, not working out that well for him, although he wasn't at a distinct advantage, but while he's standing, he just has such an upper hand that he's doing the right thing by keeping it up here. This round's gonna end, and action's gonna start again standing in round number 2, so I expect we're probably gonna see Niiro with the upper hand again.
Seconds out to start this second round. The opening round saw Mark Niiro throwing some great leg kicks and Gillespie feverishly trying to go to the ground. And we start out much the same way, JR.
Yeah, if you're Niro's corner, all you're telling him in between rounds is more of the same. And if you're Gillespie's corner, you're telling him he's got to close that distance. He doesn't commit himself to that shot. He steps in. When he doesn't get it, he backs off. He's going to have to drive Niiro across the ring, into the ropes or into the corner in order to get that takedown secured. Niiro showing a strong stand-up background, doing a good job of circling, nice footwork, and keeping himself off the ropes.
Auggie Lopez, Art of War, known for their stand-up prowess, and make no mistake, Mark Niiro has that. He's displaying some very good leg kicks, and you can see the welts now on Joshua Gillespie's kneecaps are close to it, and he's not going to be able to take that much longer. And I would think, JR, he would want to take this right to the ground.
Yeah, he needs to commit himself to the takedown because he's just being brutalized from the outside. You know, he's showing a lot of toughness and staying in this, but now a knockdown by Niiro. He follows him down. He's going to try and ground and pound this out for the win. Gillespie, smart thing, tying him up, holding him tight, gather his wits a little bit, calm down, see what he can do on the ground, which is where he's been wanting this fight the whole time.
And they say on the ground, ground prowess and relaxing is much easier than kickboxing, and so we will see right here, JR. And I think this is actually going to favor Josh Gillespie right now.
Yeah, I'm agreed. If I'm Niiro, as soon as Gillespie moves his hands off of his neck, I stand back up. We can see from our seat, Steve, huge welt coming up on Gillespie's leg. That's an injury going on right there. We're right in the middle of watching that injury happen. Go ahead, Steve.
Strange thing, JR, it seems like Gillespie's a little bit out of sorts this evening from when we saw him in his debut fight.
Yeah, starting to open up a little bit now, but maybe just a little bit tentative from Niiro having so much action going on when he was on the ground earlier on. Doesn't want to open himself up to any ground and pound. But again, if I'm Niiro, I just stand up. I mean, if this goes to a decision, Niro's got to be way ahead right now.
And Joshua Gillespie content to work close guard. And not much more you can say about that, JR. When you're losing standing, you go to the ground. Seems to work for Gillespie. We'll see if he can work in a submission attempt or two right here.
Yeah, he hasn't been active enough with his hips as far as trying to escape, effect a reversal, or set up a submission. Not much action going on, so referee Tim Mills doing the fair thing, bringing him back up. And Niiro, I expect him to just tee off again like he was doing earlier on. Got 10 seconds left. Looks like we're going to make this one into round number 3. See, oh, vicious body kick by Niiro, and again back to the leg. Good job by Niiro keeping the distance here.
Seconds out to start this third and final round. Josh Gillespie needs a submission or a knockout, tap out anything that would win before it goes to the judges' scorecards.
Yeah, if you're Gillespie's corner, you're telling him you have to get in and get that takedown. You have to be committed to it. He doesn't have the stand-up prowess that Niiro has. You know if it stays up here that he's going to lose on a decision. And Niiro, again, back to the leg kicks, doing exactly what his corner...